Right, guys, welcome to another match day review right here on Chelsea Tribe Africa. As usual, my name is Prince Hamdan. We are here to talk about Chelsea's game far away at the GTEC Sports, the GTEC Stadium against Brentford. It ended 0-0. A lot of fans anticipated a win, but unfortunately, we came back home with 1 point. And for me, I think it would have been a very, very, good thing if we had won that particular game. But unfortunately, it was a draw game for Chelsea. But then I'm particularly worried. I'm worried about Chelsea's inability to really create vital chances and utilize those chances. And score goals. Our scoring potency has not really been, one that we can, overly, talk about. Because if you look at a couple of games now, for some time now, we've not really been scoring a lot of goals. Our last game against Spurs, we were able to win by just 2 goals, and it was 2-1. So and especially in this particular game, I felt that we really weren't able to take advantage of a lot of. We didn't even create a lot of chances in the first place. Talk less being able to take advantage of those chances. So for me, I think Enzo Maresca and the boys and the team have to work on our scoring potency, the ability to be a threat to our opponents. I didn't really see a lot of that in today's game and in some of our games. I think that is something that we have to work. If you look at Brentford, though we had a lot more, shots on target. A lot more shots than them. But anytime they came to our post, it was threatening. And even in the last few minutes to the end of the game, it was more threatening from Brentford. But if you look at how we played, it was. I didn't see a lot of threats, especially when in the first half when Nkunku was playing. And I clearly heard the referee said that in another disappointing performance from Nkunku, and he couldn't have said it any better, because I've in the last game I equally mentioned about how unhappy I was with Nkunku's performance, because I was one of the people who kept talking about Nkunku, kept talking about the potentials of Nkunku and wanting him to be put in, to start games. But unfortunately, Nkunku these days hasn't really come across as that player we all used to know, that player we all want to see, start for Chelsea. And it's quite disappointing, because we all know the potential of this young player. But unfortunately, for one reason or the other, he's not able to put it to bear now. I don't know what the problem is, but I think that he has actually proven the point that, without Nicholas Jackson, it's really going to be difficult for Chelsea. But thank God Nico is fully back, and he's, when he came on in the second half, in the first few minutes, we saw his runs. We saw he almost got an opportunity and all of that. And one thing, as I keep saying about Nicholas Jackson, is his ability, to get into, spaces, his ability to get into the right places, off the ball. And his ability to run with the ball, his ability to, go at opponents and all of that. His only problem sometimes is with his finishes, but I don't see any better, player that would be able to do it for us at the moment. So I think we have to give Jackson his flowers, because when he came on, we saw a couple of changes in the game. It was quite clear that he was a lot more of a threat to Brentford than Nkunku. Nkunku, as I said, I don't know what his problem is, but I think if he's no longer with the club, if he's his mindset is no longer with the club, I think in the next transfer window we should let him go to where he wants to go to, because he's not doing us any good at the moment. And just imagine if Jackson is not there, it becomes a problem and all of that. But aside that, I think we did very well, and Sanchez again came to the rescue of Chelsea with some very important saves that really kept us in the game. Aside that, there would have been some troubles for Chelsea and all of that. So Sanchez, I mean, in the last game he did very well. Today he did very well. I'm hoping to see a lot more consistency from Chelsea's number one shot stopper, Sanchez. As I said, I can see some improvement. Hopefully, in the next game, he can still keep going with that effort, with that performance he's putting on, or he has put on in the past 2 games we've seen. And for me, I'm particularly happy with his performance. And also, today my man Tosin started, and as I told you, Tosin is I mean, for me, one of our best fullbacks, one of our best defenders, and when he's there, you see the stability in the defense. Yes, every player can make mistakes. Every player, every player has their own, bad days in the office. But if generally, I think Tosin is very much solid at the back. And today, I think he's pairing with Chalobah, 2 tall, players, really paired off for us. And I think the 2 of them pairing did some good to our defense. And guys, please don't forget to let me know where you are watching the video from, which part of Africa you are watching the video from, and your thoughts in the comment section as well. Right. If you look at the Brentford side, always Mbomo and Wissa are always threats to any team they play. And so I wasn't surprised that they took on Chelsea the way they did. I mean, they did some very good combined plays, left, right, and center. But unfortunately for them, Sanchez was there to the rescue of Chelsea. So overall, I think it was a good game. It wasn't an exceptional game. We didn't perform exceptionally, but I think it was a good game. It was a good game for Chelsea. Hopefully, we can, keep going in that direction. Enzo Fernandez today, I wasn't impressed because he lost a lot of, or I don't know the word to use, but he didn't really get a lot of stuff right. His shots were mostly not on target. Some of them he missed the shots and all of that. Some of them, when he strike, the ball doesn't even go anywhere. So I think I wasn't really very impressed with him today. So hopefully in the next game he would up his game as well. But then I was also thinking that we know the schedules for these players are very tight and they can be tired. But at this point, we need a lot of wins. So I was just expecting Maresca to start the key team, so that when we are able to win, the game, then you can pull them out for them to rest. But when you rest them and we find ourselves in deep waters or in hot waters, and now you are bringing them on, most of the time it tends not to work the magic for us. But if they are on and they do all the work and probably score some important goals, and we see a win, then you can withdraw them. I'm talking about Cole Palmer and Nicholas Jackson not starting this particular game. I think it was one of the reasons why we weren't really able to do much in the first half, because as I said earlier, if you look at Nkunku, he barely did. I didn't really see what he did. And also another point is the fact that Chelsea still, we are not trying shots from afar. We are not really shooting from afar, and it boggles my mind, because you cannot. We all know how pat Brentford can be at the back. You cannot dribble all of the, especially when they know they are playing a Chelsea that would want to win a game against them. You cannot dribble past all the players packed at the back. Sometimes you have to try things from different angles, different parts of the field and all of that. But I didn't really see a lot of that today. The last time I saw was a Caicedo shot that resulted in a goal, and I think that even got him nominated for the goal of the month and all of that. And so I think we have the men to really, really. I mean, Enzo Fernandez is one of the players that can really, launch on the ball, give us some. I mean, hot shots. I mean, at our opponents, but I'm not really seeing a lot of that. As Caicedo, I didn't get any shots from him. Shot on target from him and all of that. So I think we have to really, really do that. And one other thing I'm also worried about is our set pieces. If you look at Brentford, their set pieces were dangerous throughout. Their corner kicks, dangerous throughout. But anytime Chelsea gets a corner, we waste it. You don't really see any threat out of it. And I think that our set piece coach would also have to do some work in that regard. Aside that, I think we are hopeful that we'll meet in our next game and then see, what would come out of it. And I'm just hoping that Enzo Maresca will be able to maintain his top 4 position before the end of the season, or at the end of the season, because at the moment we cannot we cannot even talk about title contention anymore. We just want to remain in top 4. So Enzo Maresca, over to you. So please make sure that we remain in top 4 till the end of the season. That will be, some good achievement for you, because our last coach placed us at safe in the last season. So this time around, we have to move at least 2 steps forward. And for me, I think we still have the ability to do that if these, players and the coach really come together and, work hard. We will definitely be able to achieve that. Guys, thank you very much for watching. And let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to let me know which part of Africa you are watching us from. This is Chelsea Tribe Africa. My name is Prince Amdan. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Before it gives me problems.